Imagine you wake up one morning, make your coffee, sit down at the kitchen table, and there it is, the electricity bill. You don't even want to open it, because you already know it's higher than last month. Again, that was David, 54 years old, middle class his entire life. Worked hard, paid his bills on time, never asked for much. But over the past 3 years, his electricity bill went from $110 a month to $300. Same house, same appliances, same family, just a different world. He called the energy company. They told him prices had gone up due to infrastructure adjustments. He called again 6 months later. Global supply chain issues. He called a third time. You know what they told him? We understand your frustration, Mr. David. Unfortunately, this is the new normal. The new normal. Those 3 words hit him like a punch to the stomach, because deep down, he already knew they were right. And that's exactly what this video is about. Not to scare you, not to make you angry. Well, maybe a little, but mostly to show you something that the energy companies are very, very motivated to keep you from ever figuring out. Because here's the truth, nobody on the news is saying out loud. Energy prices are not going up because of a temporary crisis. They are going up because of a permanent shift. And if you're waiting for things to go back to the way they were in 2018 or 2019, I need you to hear this clearly. They won't. Let me explain why. The entire energy grid in the United States was built on an economic model from the 1950s. Centralized power, big plants, long transmission lines, millions of homes all dependent on the same infrastructure. And for decades, that model worked fine. But now that infrastructure is aging, it needs trillions of dollars in upgrades. And guess who pays for those upgrades? Not the shareholders, not the executives. You do. Through your bill, every single month. And that's just the beginning. Add to that the geopolitical instability affecting natural gas supply. Add the increasing frequency of extreme weather events that strain the grid beyond its limits. Add the massive new energy demand coming from data centers, electric vehicles, AI infrastructure. All of it pulling from the same aging system that was never designed to handle this load. The Department of Energy published a report last year, not hidden, publicly available, that projects residential electricity costs to increase between 40 and 70% over the next decade. Not in a worst-case scenario. In the baseline projection, that means what you're paying today is cheap compared to what's coming. Now here's where most videos like this would tell you to buy LED light bulbs and unplug your phone charger when you're not using it. And look, I'm not going to insult your intelligence like that. Because a small but growing number of regular people, not engineers, not tech millionaires, just regular homeowners, have started doing something different. Something that the energy companies have absolutely no control over. They've started quietly removing themselves from total dependence on the grid. Not completely, not overnight, but enough to watch their bills drop by 60, 70, sometimes over 80%. They're not living off the land. They're not building bunkers. They're just using a system that's been around for years, but that most people have never heard about. Because there's never been a financial incentive for anyone mainstream to talk about it. I'm not going to sell you anything right now. I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind as we keep going. Because David, remember David? He found something. He spent 3 weekends researching, watching videos, reading forums, and he implemented a simple system in his garage over one Saturday afternoon. The following month, his bill dropped from $310 to $87. His neighbor asked him what happened. He showed her. Her bill dropped too. Now, I want to be clear about something. I'm not saying this works for everyone. I'm not saying it's magic. Every home is different. Every situation is different. But the core principle behind what David did is real. It's documented, and it's based on technology that's been proven for decades. The problem was never the technology. The problem was access to clear, simple, step-by-step information that doesn't require an engineering degree to follow. And that brings me to the reason I made this video. If you've made it this far, you're probably not the kind of person who just accepts this is the new normal and moves on. You're the kind of person who looks for a different answer. And I respect that. There is a link in the description of this video. I'm not going to hype it up. I'm not going to tell you it's going to change your life. What I will tell you is this. It's a system that walks you through, step by step, how to significantly reduce your dependence on the grid using methods that are affordable, legal in all 50 states, and can be implemented without any technical background. Is it for everyone? Probably not. If you're completely comfortable with where your energy bill is headed, you don't need it. But if you're like David, like Linda, like millions of Americans who are tired of feeling powerless about something as basic as keeping the lights on, it might be worth 3 minutes of your time to check it out. The link is in the description. Energy companies are counting on you to do nothing. Feel like there's no alternative. To keep paying whatever number shows up on that bill every month without question. You don't have to.